Okay, we're ready for step 21, and we're going to do the back tail lights here. So first thing I want to do is go here into the Object Manager, find the truck bed, copy, paste it, go up here and hide these, select this, double click it, rename it to tail lights, back lights, whatever you want. Okay, downsize that, let's go to F3, side view, do your rectangle selection tool, make sure it's selected, delete these polys, go in here and delete all these polys, delete those polys, and delete those. There we go. And we're going to delete these right there. Excuse me, we want to grab that one right there. We want to save that one. Okay. Delete these and the bottom ones. There we go. Now let's do some sizing or tweaking. Move this to where it needs to be. Move it over there. And go to the materials. Double click this and let's turn transparency on for this one so we can see where we are. Pull these down. Slide them over a little bit so they line up with that line right there. There we go. It looks pretty even with that one. This one you want to pull down to, well, we're going to make this the top because we're going to, well, no, we're going to actually go ahead and make this that line right there. And we're going to make it straight. There we go. And then pull these down right here. And then line that one up with that one. Best you can. And if you're having trouble, excuse me, lining a point up where you want the point to go there, go to your attribute manager. Excuse me, not attributes, your coordinates. Copy this location. Then go to structure, set point value, which is now in here. Double click, paste, and apply. And go to spacebar, hit this one, spacebar, apply, and it's lined up with that one. Okay, now go spacebar so that we get the rectangle select tool. And let's select that right there. And now we have to move these all over. Select all of them. And let's move them over to about right there. And these we're going to leave a slight curve to them. There we go. Now what we want to do is go ahead back to F4 and we want to close that down. Go to the knife tool, make sure loop selection, or you could have line to it, doesn't matter. And we're in point mode, so we want to add a cut there, and we want to add a cut there. Okay, there we go. And look pretty good. So now we want to go to polygon mode, select all, and we want to enter extrude, and go to 4, and we'll go about right there. There we go, that's pretty good. Actually looks better than the first one I did. Oops, sorry. What we want to do is go a little bit in, and then one more in. There we go, like that. Now, okay, what we want to do now is go to your live selection tool and deselect this area right here. Oops, excuse me. Go ahead and grow section and then deselect this middle section here. Okay, and now we're going to extrude. So extrude in just a little bit and then extrude one more time, a whole lot more. Okay, to right about there. That's pretty. Now we need to check out to see if we need to make any more cuts. Go to your object manager, grab this and put it into the symmetry items. Turn it to green so that it shows up. And you can see the top looks pretty good. These areas look pretty good. They're pretty square, but the bottom's all messed up. So we got to fix that. So go back to points mode. Make sure loop's selected for your cut tool. And just add a cut right there. There, we fixed it. Boom, bang. All right. Now go back to polygon mode And go ahead and turn off the hyper so that we can see this. And we have what we want selected. So what we do is copy, paste, and then go to here and go back to the back tail light and rename that to tail light frame. Okay, that's going to be our frame. So we've selected that. Now with the back area still selected, go ahead and push delete. That's gone. Okay, and we're not finished with it yet. Let's go to line mode or line tool. Plug in and use your axis tool to get the axis right there, so we can just move around and pivot around the piece we're working on. So go ahead and do the loop selection where it looks select the boundaries, and we want it to extrude just a tiny bit. Then you can move it back just a tiny bit. There you go. Pretty good. And extrude one more time a little further back, and then one more little more time. There we go. Now go to object mode and turn the hyper on. And you can see we got pretty good shape on the one, which I grabbed this right here. Okay, there we go. So turn that one back on so we can see it. Okay, there we go. And now we actually want to go to the tail lights. Go to polygon mode and then invert so that we select the other pieces. Push delete. There we go. Go ahead, if you have the plugin, one of the axis tool or center axis tool, go ahead and hit that again so that we're working in the right area. Use the invert button again, and we're going to extrude to about right there, and then one more little time. Go to the object manager, and you can leave this as tail lights if you want to, or name it to something else, but go ahead and drop it in here. Now, let's go and look to see if we matched up with our original mesh here. So let's do a little render here. Let's see what happened. Oh, there it goes. Fit right in perfect. That's exactly where we need it too. All right. So now, if we go in here, and let's light everything back up so we can see it, and go ahead to the material manager, double click that, and turn off the transparency. There we go. Downsize all this. Now we have our tail lights and tail lights on, but you can see they're kind of like stuck in the model. So what we got to do is go F3, get a close shot of it, bring your object manager up, sorry. Things get kind of switched up down here, and select both of them. And what you can actually do is just take this tail light and put it inside here, so because they're a complete part and you want them to move together anyways. So now make sure that we're in object tool mode. There we go. And let's pull them out just a tiny bit. We don't want a lot. We want just kind of snug on there. There we go. All right, there we go. Looks pretty good. And what we need to do is actually move the tail light part out just a little bit. So go to your objects manager, select just the tail light parts, and pull it out just a little bit. There we go. We've got that fixed lined up. Save your file. And that is it for step 21, the back tail lights. Next step will be the tailpipes. So on to step 22.